Yeah, hi there. These comments are for AU, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. I just read your independent writing practice test number 34, and you're also one of my students in the English language program at California State University, San Bernardino. So, let's take a look at your essay. So the question is, describe a custom from your country that you would like people from other countries to adopt. Explain your choice using specific reasons and examples. So let's take a look at your introduction. This is the most important part of it. You say, Japanese custom I'd like other foreigners to adopt is to value own culture. You want to say value one's own culture and tradition. Currently, almost all countries have been affected strongly by other countries in various aspects in an increasingly globalized world. So there is a tendency to pay no attention to its own culture and tradition by prioritizing economy. So why do people have to consider to keep the culture and tradition? There are three reasons for this. But here's the question, though, I'm having some trouble with here. Describe a custom, right, that you want other people to adopt. Now understand why you want people to adopt, but the idea here is to consider keeping the culture and tradition that's just not very specific. So you have to be more tangible. Exactly what is the custom that you'd like to write about? For example, bowing. In Japanese culture, you have the bow, right? That's a certain tradition or custom that you follow in your country. How about another one? I think you guys have a tradition where you like to take your shoes off before walking into someone's house. To me, that's a custom, right? So the problem with your essay here is it's just too broad. It's not specific enough. It's not framed around a specific custom that you're talking about. You're just saying to value one's own culture and tradition. That's a very broad idea there. But you would want, first of all, to describe what the custom is if you want to fully answer this question. Second of all, you have to explain why you want other countries to adopt it. So you can't really describe the custom you're talking about because it's just too broad. So I think that you need a better, more specific response that more directly, I think, answers this question. So that's really the biggest issue. Now, you have a good organization, and you've definitely, you tried to give examples of how to value one's culture, but you're just not specific enough in your response. All right, so how will you score in this essay? Let's take a look at the rubrics. Now, unfortunately, if you want to score in the 5, 4, or 3 area, you have to directly address the topic and the task, which I don't think you've done that. Even to get a 4 or higher, you have to address the topic and the task of the writing assignment well. I don't think you've done that. To score in the 3 area, you have to address the topic and the task. Still, you really haven't directly done that. So I'm going to put you in the 2 area, 2.75 out of 5. Or 18 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, if you go to your syllabus, under the grading policies, it's on page 4 here, 2.75 is going to put you at 73%. Now, what do? I do have some suggestions. I do have some lessons I think will help you. You might want to write these down. I think Lesson 4.1, where it says, a simple, direct approach to answering TOEFL IBT independent writing tasks. I think that you could review that lesson. Also, one more lesson would be, I would say, maybe lesson number 8, how to make your writing more coherent. That would probably also be effective. So the main thing here is by choosing the topic of valuing one's own tradition and culture, you didn't really pick a specific custom that you want other people to adopt in other cultures. So there's no way for you to really describe it in that sense. So it's more of your choice of topic that kind of made it difficult for you to score high on this. So again, your score here is 73.